Hi guys, and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today we're reviewing a new model from Seagull called the 1963 Icon. This is one of several models celebrating more than 60 years of production of their mechanical chronograph. First produced in 1963, as the name would suggest, it was using the movement Seagull ST19, which was basically a rebranded Venus 175, because Venus, one of the Swiss mechanical chronograph manufacturers, wanted to raise money to develop new calibers, so they sold the tooling and all the blueprints and everything to the Chinese. And ever since then, Seagull has been producing these chronographs in many variants. I already reviewed the regular 1963 Air Force chronograph, but this one is slightly different. The size is different, as this one comes in 40 millimeters, and because of the long lugs, the lug to lug is 50.5, while the thickness is 15.3, which seems quite a lot, and it is, but because of the design of the case and the fact a lot of that is down to the domed sapphire crystal, it actually doesn't wear as thick as you would think. Now, the ST19 is one of the most affordable mechanical chronographs on the market, but don't let the cheap price fool you, because this is one of the most beautiful mechanical chronographs you can get, and it's a column wheel chronograph. Unlike the Speedmaster, which uses levers, this one uses a column wheel, just like the original Speedmaster that went to the moon, because it's much more complicated to produce, but it is much nicer to operate. So in the second generation of the Speedmaster, Omega ditched that and went for a simpler to produce lever system, while Seagull stayed with the column wheel. Now, not only is it very beautiful, but it's, like I said, a joy to operate. The pushing for the start and stop is very positive, very clicky, and it's truly a joy to operate. This one also comes with a moonphase indicator at 6 o'clock, and the pusher corrector for the moonphase is right here. The rest is pretty simple. So you wind the watch because it's a mechanical winding. Pulling it out allows you to set the time. There is no date. And you have the chronograph seconds hand at 12 o'clock, the chronograph minutes at 3 o'clock, and it's a 30-minute chronograph. And you have the running seconds at 9 o'clock. Now, if you follow my channel, you know I love color coding. So in ideal case, the red would be used for this second and for the minutes of the chronograph. But being that this one is done in bronze with like these rose gold color match the details, I actually prefer they stayed with the subdials having gold colored hands, and only the red seconds hand for the chronograph is done in this color. The watch itself is quite beautiful and, to be honest, incredibly well finished. Just like the one that I reviewed, the regular Air Force chronograph, that under macro was incredible for the price, and so is the case with this one. The dial is beautiful and you really have to see it in person. It has a sunburst green effect, and the closest thing that I know of is something like the original Seiko Alpinist, the SARB 017. Even the moonphase disc actually has a sunburst effect of the blue, and it also changes as you move the watch around, while the moon and the stars are done with little dots of gold. I mean, probably gold plated flakes, but it is also incredibly well finished, incredibly well made. The whole watch is awesome. Like I said, the only thing is that for my wrist, like the 40, to me it seems a bit too big. I wish they offered this in 38 as well. But like I said at the beginning, this has already been sold out, so they probably don't regret their decision of going only with 40. The watch comes equipped with this color matched strap, so it's cloth green with gold stitching to go with the bronze case, and underneath it's leather padded to be more comfortable. The strap itself seems very sturdy, very well made, but me having 6.5-inch wrist, it's slightly too long for my wrist, so naturally I switched it to one of my own, and I think that one suits the watch quite well as well, because it's black with a red line running across, matching the seconds hand. So overall, I do like the watch. I wish the lugs were slightly shorter off, or if they offered this in 38, I would probably be all over. I do love the dial. It's incredibly well made. I do love the sunburst effect. I love the dish effect as it goes like upwards as you go to the edge of the dial. It really creates a play of the light, and as you can see, the watch really does look stunning. Now, like I said, these are sold out, so getting one is only possible by getting a used one. So whether the prices are going to go up or down, I don't know, but it is a stunning watch, and I'm glad Seagull is still in business, still producing these chronographs. It's like truly a piece of history that's available today to buy brand new. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.